Have you ever stood outside the boardroom, promotion letter still warm in your pocket, and the only clear thought bouncing around in your head is, if you're about to find out that I really don't know what I'm doing? If you're sitting in a new leadership seat and your heart is doing that Morse code thing, well, I want to let you know you're not alone. Let me be super transparent here. Imposter syndrome isn't a mood you scroll away with a playlist. No, it's a full-time job. And the fears, they show up at 2 a.m. in the morning and they whisper. One slip and they'll take you back. Research says that 78% of us walk around humming that same tune, convinced we're the lone imposters, swimming in a sea of confident pros. If that sounds familiar, didn't I tell you that you weren't alone? But here's the turning point. It's not your skill set, it's your mindset. And so if you're like me and you've been treating every challenge like a final exam with one shot instead of a practice round where you get to actually grow, here's a mental flip. The fix isn't to somehow become smarter overnight. It was to adapt to these 3 tiny mental shifts that can actually turn self-doubt into literal rocket fuel for yourself and your team. So here are the shifts. Number 1, reframe failure as data. The old me would spiral into shame. New move, open a blank document, write down everything that flop taught you, and that list now becomes your 2.0 roadmap. Number 2, name the point. Grab a sticky note. Write the exact line that your brain is speaking out. That you may be cornered by the VP and you are saying, if I admit I don't know, I'm toast. Label that as a fixed narrative. Right beneath it, this growth version. If I don't know, we get to figure it out together. One sentence, one deep breath, and the amalgama chills out. Do it daily and you will see how fast your confidence compounds. Number 3, start with a beginner's mindset. Every meeting, ask, teach me something I don't know. It's going to feel like you're juggling knives at first, but in the end, it turns out that curiosity is a superpower we can all hand, not just to ourselves, but to our team. And so, if this private war feels familiar, I want you to drop a comment, just one sentence or story about telling yourself today. Let's trade imposter syndrome stories for growth scripts. Do these 3 things and your private war will turn into a public victory lap where everyone levels up. Because leadership isn't a finish line, it's actually a language that you and I keep learning.